Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of DudeWutPodcast. My name's Harry Dowling, and this time I am joined by my good friend, Mr. Jack Shelton AKA 730. How the hell you doing, bro?
I'm doing really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm alright, thanks, man. It's nice to have you on, bro. It's been a few weeks.
It has been. I can't remember how long it's really been, but yeah, it has been. It feels like it's been a while.
Yeah, I think it has been. Well, it's probably been at least a month, I would say, at least. But it's nice to have you on anyway. So we missed an episode last week. We weren't here. And I did leave a little sort of hint in the Instagram post as to, guess why, see if you can see why kind of thing. And I, not so subtly put, a little picture in the bottom corner. Yeah, we didn't do an episode last week because literally, the day before, I got a new puppy. And she is a puppy, but not like a tiny puppy. She's about 5 months, but puppies, they're a handful. And yeah, it was all sort of sorting her out and stuff. We couldn't get an episode done, unfortunately. But we're back, and was actually supposed to be joined by our friend Hamby today, but unfortunately the dude's got COVID again, so he is unavailable. So Mr. 730 Jack Shelton is stepping in, and we're going to do an episode. We're going to carry on the So You Think You Know movies with the Star Wars original trilogy. But before we get to any of that, what have you been up to this week, dude, or the last few weeks? Have you done anything cool?
Well, last weekend, the one we just went, I actually went to a hotel with the missus, and it was actually really nice. It was a nice hotel. We didn't really go there for any reason. It was just obviously something to do for the weekend. So
yeah, sure. It
was really good. I had a nice pool. They gave us a £50 food voucher, which so about £25 each. Oh, I was absolutely stuffed. It was an American stack. It was called. It had peanut butter in the burger, which sounds weird, but it was genuinely a really nice touch to it. But yeah, I haven't really been up to much besides working, really. I haven't done any music stuff as of the last while, so yeah, that's it really, yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you, obviously, we ask you every time, how's the music stuff going, and have you got anything coming out? But you haven't been doing much?
I haven't really done much on it yet. Since Fall Into Deep, I haven't really made a new song, but I probably will soon.
Yeah,
probably
fair
will be
enough,
one
man.
In the making soon.
Nice. Yeah, adult life, it's just pretty much just working, isn't it? It's working all the time, but then you do get the occasional nice breakaway. We met up with my good friend Mr. Adam Grizzly Bear Homer yesterday, in fact, and we went on a big dog walk. Met his dog again for the first time in months, and his dog has literally tripled in size. When I saw it, he's called Moose. He's a lovely rescue.
Moose.
He was smaller than Zephyr. Yeah, Moose. What a great name. But now he's huge. He's like a bear. He's like a mountain bear. He's sort of German Shepherdy color.
I don't brown. It's like chocolate mousse. But
well, yeah, he's sort of brown, tan, and sort of just a mix. But he's a lovely dog, but he is he's a big lad. If he's running towards you, you want to get out of the way. He got on really well with my new dog, and we took them all out. And luckily, you asked before we started this pod how the dog's doing, and I said, yeah, really well. She has kind of joined the pack. Easy. I've got 2 cats as well. Not long got another cat. And everyone has just accepted everyone, and now it's one big kind of happy family, which is great.
Good.
But the new dog, we've called her Naru, which in Comanche means fight, which is pretty cool.
We're a weird names for your dogs.
I was just about to say we're a weird name household.
What are your cat names again?
The cat's one of them's called Eowyn, which is a Lord of the Rings reference, one of my favourite characters. And the other cat is called Khufu, which is you know the pyramids at Giza, the big pyramids. Well, the biggest one is the Pyramid of Khufu. And yeah, we're trying to sort of... Well, yeah, like, we're trying to sort of have a name from all different cultures.
Yeah, I guess.
So, yeah, we just need more pets then and more names. But
oh, yeah, more pets.
Yeah, no. I mean, maybe a budgie.
Rescued. Well, we rescued.
Mate, like, so for anyone listening, yeah, you text me about 3 weeks ago now?
About that,
something
really,
like that. You texted me about 3 weeks ago, and you were like, "Dude, I just found a kitten in a field." And I was like, you know, what's going on? So no, go on, tell us what happened, because that's an interesting story.
Well, it was a while. Well, like you said, about 3-4 weeks ago now. So, well, it was nothing really special. We were just driving by. We went camping, so we were just driving around for the day. And then as we were driving back to the tent, we saw like that kitten. And it was definitely scared at first. Well, it was scared. And then we were right next to a cornfield, and as it started running towards that, we were like, "Oh, well, we're stuffed." But then I started playing some cat like meows, what apparently attract your cat, and then it made its way, started meowing and everything. And in the end, it got more used to me. I picked it up and took him to the car. Or I think it was a she actually. It was Millie who spotted it, so. Thankfully, Millie spotted it, because otherwise I wouldn't have known. But so I took it to the car, took it to some local people, and it's all ready for adoption right now as well. That's the issue. It's all ready for adoption in Hereford.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, and I said to you, it sucks that you don't have your own place at the minute, because every now and again life hands you one of these things, you know, and it's almost like, this is for you. You know, and I felt like that when because Eowyn the cat, I found her and another cat at our old workplace.
Yeah.
And it felt like almost like the cat had been like kind of delivered to me, and was like, this is for you to look after, you know. And I was like, I have to look. I can't give it up, you know.
I really didn't want to give up the one we found. But...
Yeah. Well, you know, get your own place, bro.
Yeah, I wish it was as easy as that.
It is, man. Just get your own place. It's so easy.
And how old are you again, and how old am I?
Yeah, but I was, I was like early 20s when I got a place, but... Mate, you're like, how old are you? Like 19, 20?
Yeah, 20.
20?
That doesn't matter, man. I still barely even have an income.
Well, you know, you and your missus, sort your shit out and get a place, bro. But yeah, so cats, pets, animals, lots of fun. Dude, like I said to you a minute ago, I'm so thirsty, and I'm literally looking at your drinks that you've got right in front of the camera right now, and I'm dying for a drink. So how's about we jump into everyone's favourite segment? So what are we drinking?
What are we drinking?
All right, dude. Okay, so you've got this thing now where whenever you guest on one of these pods, you bring 2 drinks.
Yep,
so
I got 2 drinks.
Do you want to... I don't know how you want to do it, but you can go first.
Well,
what are you drinking?
Well, luckily, Millie actually picked me these drinks up, because I was at work and there was no way of me being able to get a drink other than like a Coke or a Fanta. But anyway, I asked her to go find the weirdest drinks, and she's picked up a Flavita bubbly, lychee flavoured sparkling water, which is in a can, but it's a clear plastic can, which is weird.
It's weird because it's a can, but the bottom
top
is like a bottle.
Like weird. And a Nestle Milo, I guess is how you pronounce it, which I thought was going to be some sort of energy drink, but now I look on the side, it's Coco Malt Beverage, which you said you like.
Yeah, so that's a weird looking drink, right? But I said like, oh man, like I've actually had one of those. Shop near my work sells them, and actually it's delicious, man. But unfortunately, you said it's been sat there for a little bit and it's warming up.
No, this one's quite cold, but the
okay, right,
it's quite not warm,
because
it's definitely not pleasurable.
That Milo, you definitely want that cold. Because I don't know if warm chocolate milkshakes don't. Well, I mean, hot chocolate works, but like warm chocolate milkshakes not so.
No,
great.
This one's quite cold, to be honest. So which one do you want me to open first?
Up to you, man. Crack one and let us know what you think.
Okay, I'll go with the chocolate. It smells quite nice. Wow, that tastes it's really sweet, but it is nice. I can see why you drink these.
Yeah.
Quite chocolatey as well. So yeah, I know what you mean. It's warm.
It's chocolatey, but it's not so heavy on the milk, if you know what I mean.
It tastes like a little more subtle choco. What is it called? What's that yellow can? What's chocolate?
Oh, Chocomel.
That's a Chocomel. It's quite nice. I would have been extremely weirded out if I thought this was an energy drink and I took a sip of it.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, what the hell?
Nice. Where do you want to go next?
So I don't know where that's from. I think it's from somewhere like Indonesia or something like that. That Milo.
Which one? The Nestle one?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Because I've also seen it. Oh, Malaysia. Okay. I've also seen it. You can buy it in like a powder form to like mix it yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, no, fair play.
Do you want to go next?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go next, and I'm so dying of thirst. But luckily, I have an ice cold bottle right here. So I am drinking a Kingfisher Premium. I'm not a lager man, but recently I have been. I don't know why, because it's not like it's summertime, which is when I would usually drink a lager. I'm just feeling the lagers. I'm really liking that. Have you seen that Stella Unfiltered, like the green Stella Artois? Yeah, like that's as well, tasty.
I think.
Yeah, like a few places are doing that kind of like unfiltered thing. But yeah, so this is a lager. It says the king of good times. It says Kingfisher is a clean, crisp, and refreshing lager. I don't know where it's from. It says brewed in Britain, but something telling me that it's quite popular in like India. I think Kingfisher.
Maybe. I've never heard of it.
I remember. I swear I remember seeing something somewhere that was like, big in India, basically. But anyway, it's ice cold. It's a big bottle. It is a 4.8%. I'm gonna crack this open. And take a.
This is already gone.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say. While you finish that.
That's a great opener. A drill.
It is. I'm using my drill. I'm using my drill bottle opener. Okay, it smells like a standard lager.
Wow, he's going for a big sip.
Hoo-wee! Oh, it's actually very nice. It is actually very nice.
What made you do that?
I don't know, man. Like I said, I was thirsty and I couldn't just go for a sip. I needed a chug.
Yeah.
No, it's nice. It's just sort of like a standard lager flavor. Like it's a sort of lager that would go great with food, I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think if you're eating something like something with a bit of spice, I think this would kind of cut through it, because it does have that like alcohol-y, flavor, but it's not overly strong. It's only a 4.8. Oh, I like that. I'm going to keep going before it warms up.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Yeah, nice. I like it. It definitely is. It's stronger flavor than like your Budweisers and your Coors Light and stuff like that. But no, that's good. I like it. Are you saving your other one for a bit later in the pod?
I mean, I can crack it now and just take.
It's up to you, man. It's up to you.
Might as well. It's a good crack. My thumb went straight into it, which isn't too good. I'm not massive on the flavour of lychee, but that's quite nice. It's weird how you can see just the inside of it, like.
Yeah, I like you. I don't like lychees, but lychee flavour's all right. You look confused as you keep swigging it. Like,
I'm just looking at the can. It's so weird. I've never drank out of a can and seen the inside.
Yeah.
I see where this is from. It's from Badalona. I don't know, in Spain. The Badalona. I've definitely pronounced that wrong.
Badalona?
Yeah.
Barcelona?
No, it is Bada-Lona.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah.
Badalona.
Fair enough.
Not Barcelona. If it was Barcelona, I'm not going to say Badalona. I should have just said Spain.
Yeah, just say Spain.
Nice. Nice, actually.
All right, then. Well, let's leave that segment there and move on to something else.
What are we drinking?
All right, little bit of entertainment news now. So we're going to try and keep this episode short-ish. So there's not a whole lot of news this week. There actually wasn't that much news anyway, to be fair. I've picked a few of the sort of the biggest stories and one from last week as well, because obviously we weren't here and I wanted to talk about it. First news. Now this is that we just had loads of trailers recently. About 4 or 5 trailers dropped within a few days of each other, and there was a lot of good stuff. So first one I was going to mention was Violent Night with David Harbour. It's basically like, what if Father Christmas is delivering all of his stuff, Santa Claus, is delivering all of his stuff, and he ends up delivering at a house that's in the middle of like a kidnapping hostage situation, and it turns into basically Die Hard but with Santa Claus. It's like an action movie where he's fighting terrorists and stuff. Like, it looks cool. It looks fun. Big fan of David Harbour. Obviously famous, probably most well known for his role as Hopper in Stranger Things. I don't know if you watched Stranger Things, bro.
Nah, I can't stand it.
You can't stand Stranger Things?
Well, I'm not sure about Stranger Things, but the fan base, like the weird fan base, I cannot stand.
Why? I mean, give us an example. Like, why? What's happened?
There's just so many people. Like, I just see edits upon edits of that. What's his name? Eddie something, the Hellfire Club guy.
Oh yeah.
There's so many people that just cannot, like, they fall in love with the actors, and I don't know. I've never really been the person.
I'll be
to
honest.
Watch it.
I'll be honest. I do see about 4 or 5 Hellfire Club T-shirts daily.
It's so it's the people. Some people, like, if you want to watch it, you're cool. But like the people who make edits and like fantasize over the actors, like, just stop.
Fair enough. We also got a trailer for the upcoming Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Sort of a longer trailer, and in this trailer we actually got a glimpse of Black Panther, and it looks like it is the character Shuri, because the character looks kind of more feminine. That she also has the sort of like war paint markings that Shuri had in the first film, but like I think they sort of came forward and they were like, it's not who you think. So it's sort of leading people to think maybe there's going to be multiple Black Panthers, or maybe they're just trying to throw you off the scent. But anyway, it's a good trailer. It shows Namor, and he's flying around with his little flappy ankle wings, and he's flapping around and stuff. Looks cool, man. I mean, I know you're not that big on the Marvel stuff. And to be fair, I'm feeling the fatigue now with Marvel. I am starting to get a little bit bored. But maybe this will bring it back. It does look pretty good. So yeah, Wakanda Forever got a trailer. The Last of Us got a trailer. Now this is actually last week's news, but the upcoming HBO series The Last of Us, based obviously on the hit video game series, the trailer came out and it looks good. It looks really good. The cast looked good. It looks like it captures that kind of bleakness that the games were all about. My only thing is that it's not like the games were old games and they weren't crap either, so it's sort of what is this bringing to the table that we haven't already seen, because the games have like cinematically shot cutscenes and everything. So it's sort of, I don't know. It's sort of like I've seen this, But yeah, Pedro Pascal as Joel, and unfortunately I can't remember the I think it might be someone like Bella Ramsey or someone like that is playing Ellie. So yeah, The Last of Us, that looks good. And of course the one trailer which is causing a lot of I don't know, a lot of people are getting really annoyed and a lot of people are loving it and whatnot, is the Super Mario Brothers trailer that just came out. Now, this film caused a lot of people to get upset because they cast Chris Pratt in the role of like Mario, and he was saying something like, I think people initially were sort of concerned that his voice wouldn't fit like Mario, who is obviously like an Italian plumber, famously voiced by, is his name something like Chris Martinet or something, the guy who's been voicing Mario since the start. But Chris Pratt was like, don't worry, I'm doing something you've never seen before. And the trailer's come out and it's basically him doing like a mild New Yorker accent. And there's a lot of people out there that love Super Mario that are losing their shit, people are saying like, we're going to boycott the American version, we're going to watch like the French dub because it sounds more like Mario basically. But where do you stand on Super Mario, bro? Do you care?
I used to play the game. What was it? It was Super Mario something. I can't remember what it was. You had like on some sort of planet, and I can't even remember. It was something to do with that. But
Super Mario Galaxy.
That's the one. That is the one. I used to play it quite a lot. That obviously Mario Kart. I don't know. I'm not like absolutely diehard fan of it, but I like it. It's good.
Yeah, it's like I mean, to be fair, this film looks good. As in, like, visually it looks good. The worlds look realised. The other voice actors seem pretty good. Well, you should check it out. I mean, it's only a short trailer. But the last Mario I played, not counting Mario Kart, was actually Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. The original on the original Game Boy. That was the only times I've ever really played Mario. But yeah, people are losing their shit over a cartoon voice. I personally just don't really care enough to have too much of an opinion. I'll probably watch it, and it'll probably be a bit of fun, So yeah. All right, next bit of news. Now this is from last week, and this is probably the biggest bit of news. And this is that Hugh Jackman is going to return as Wolverine in Deadpool 3. This information comes from The Hollywood Reporter, and it says that Hugh Jackman is coming out of retirement as Wolverine. The actor will return to his signature X-Men role in the upcoming Deadpool 3. Star Ryan Reynolds announced on Tuesday on his social media. Reynolds also announced that the film will open on September 6th, 2024. Now, this was quite a good trailer, and they've since done video. They've since done a sort of a follow-up video. And it's basically Ryan Reynolds, and he's like, we're putting a lot of work into Deadpool 3, we're doing this, we're going to do this, doing this. And then he's like, and actually, like, we have no plans, like, we've got no ideas. And then Hugh Jackman kind of walks behind him, and he's like, hey, do you want to be Wolverine? And Hugh Jackman's like, yeah, sure. And then it sort of comes up with the logo, and the claws scratch it and whatnot. I'll be honest, and I've said before a load of times on this podcast, I don't really like Ryan Reynolds very much. Because he sort of just plays himself in everything he's in. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds sort of is Deadpool, and Deadpool is Ryan Reynolds at the minute. You can't like distinguish them. But I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, man. Like, I mean, what year did X-Men come out? In 2000? And I went to see that, loved it. What year were you born, bro?
What year was I born?
Yeah.
2002.
Oh, so you missed X-Men. You missed the first one.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, madness.
And how old were you in 2000?
I was probably about 6 or 7.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like I was a little kid, like, you know, and seeing like the dude with claws come out of his hands, and you know, it's badass, blew my mind.
I don't know.
And he's been playing that character. He's still playing that character now when he comes back. You know, so cool. But yeah, Hugh Jackman, he's coming back. Next bit of news. Now this is, to be fair, I was scraping the barrel a little bit. I didn't find a whole lot of news for this week, but this is that Adam Driver, you know, actor, probably best well known for his role as Kylo Ren in the Star Wars sequel series. He is nearly unrecognizable in the first images from the upcoming Ferrari film. This information comes from Screen Rant, and it says that Adam Driver is unrecognizable in the first look images from Michael Mann's Ferrari. Famed director Michael Mann last released a feature film with 2015's Black Hat. He's now set to return with a period piece that tells the story of the legendary car maker and the race that helped to define his legacy. It goes on to say that Mann is, of course, well known for stocking his films with iconic actors giving memorable performances, and Ferrari should indeed be no different, with the Oscar-nominated driver taking on the role of car maker Enzo Ferrari. Now, I've seen some of these shots, and yeah, like he definitely does look unrecognizable. They've kind of aged him up, brought his hairline right back, you know, and grayed his hair, and yeah, like he looks great. It probably would be a pretty good film. You know, Michael Mann's a good director, but that Black Hat I didn't think was very good. I don't think I even actually finished watching it. I think I watched about half of it. But yeah, Adam Driver in Ferrari. I imagine there'll be more on that, you know, as it comes out. All right, and the last little bit of news. Now, this is something that actually broke yesterday, and I didn't originally have it on here, but I added it because I thought, yeah, this is pretty interesting. And this is that Spawn, the sort of well-known superhero anti-hero character is getting a new movie. Now, this is going to be a reboot. There was originally a movie, I want to say late 90s, early 2000s. There was a Spawn film with is his name Michael Jai White? But it was bad. It was bad, unfortunately, because it was sort of limited with the, you know, the technology and the CGI and everything, like, wasn't that great. But apparently it's coming back out, and it's going to star Jamie Foxx in the lead role, which is cool. Like, Jamie Foxx is a fantastic actor, so this will be a cool film. It says, according to reports, the Spawn reboot starring Jamie Foxx has tapped the Joker and Captain America 4 screenwriters. Originally announced 5 years ago, news of the new adaptation of Todd McFarlane's iconic comic book series has been relatively quiet, though through the recent announcement could mean production could soon start. So, badass. A new Spawn film. Looking forward to that. And that information comes from a site called Hype Beast, which I've actually never heard of before, but fair play to everyone over at Hype Beast for being on the cutting edge. Hype Beast, yeah. And that's it for the entertainment news this week. Now, there wasn't very much, and we kind of flew through it, but as I said, we're kind of trying to keep it short this week. Bro, I said to you before we started recording, how well do you know Star Wars? And you said...
Well, the most basic knowledge you can have about Star Wars is my knowledge.
Yeah.
Literally,
and then I said to you,
name like Darth Vader, and that's about it.
Well, I said to you, okay, because today's episode is continuing our So You Think You Know movie series, Star Wars movies, and this week we are tackling the original trilogy, episodes 4, 5, and 6. And I don't. You must have done a So You Think You Know on the podcast before.
I don't
Bound
believe
to
I
have
have.
done one. Maybe not.
I don't.
Well,
I don't remember doing one.
I'll explain the premise to you, and again to new listeners. Basically, what we do is we take a franchise, movies, games, TV shows, music, anything you can think of. There is a "So You Think You Know" series that we are doing, and basically what we do is we just search for an impossible quiz, and we just try and smash it, basically. Now, last week, or last episode, we focused on the prequel series, which is my Star Wars. The Star Wars that I I grew up with the originals as well, but I grew up with, and we failed. We got like less than 60%, which I class as a fail. So hopefully, me and you can do a bit better today on another impossible quiz. So, this quiz is called Star Wars You'll Never Get 100% on This Original Trilogy Quiz. And it comes from our good pals over at whatculture.com, of course. Are you ready, bro?
I guess so. I don't know what else I can do to prepare.
Are you ready, everyone at home or wherever you are, listening to this? Maybe you're at work. Are you ready? Of course, let us know how you do. Send an email to dudewutpodcast@gmail.com, and no cheating. Question 1. What year was the first Star Wars movie released? 1976, 77, 78, or 79?
I think I'm going to go down the middle, soul's the word. I'm
Take
going
a
to go
guess.
for 1970. 1978.
Close. I know it. It's 77. But, yeah, pretty close, bro.
The wrong side of the middle.
It's just one of those... almost like a pub quiz question. What year was the first Star Wars? What year was Jaws? 1975. Like, it's just things that are stuck in my mind that I can't get it out. The thing with me is, if it's absolutely pointless information, I'll remember it. But if it's something that I need, like my PIN number, not a chance.
Yep.
Question 2. On which planet do we find Luke Skywalker at the start of A New Hope? Dagobah, Hoth, Coruscant, or Tatooine?
Do you say croissant?
Coruscant, but yeah, it was pretty close to croissant.
No, I have absolutely no clue about that. I'm gonna go for.
Okay, here's a hint. Oh no, go for one. Go on then, choose one.
I was gonna go for Coruscant, but that is just a guess.
Here's a hint.
Yeah, I need that.
It's Tatooine.
It's what?
Tatooine.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Tatooine is one of these things where if you ever watch anything Star Wars, they're always on Tatooine, which is the sandy planet, and it bugs the hell out of me because there's an infinite number of galaxies out there, and they just keep coming back to this one shithole planet. Question 3. Who does Leia say is her only hope? Darth Vader, Han Solo, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or R2-D2?
Remind me who Leia is.
Remind you who Leia is. We're going to fail this, bro, if you don't know who Princess Leia is.
How on earth do you expect me to know this? Go on, remind me. Tell me who Leia is. I don't even know what her name is.
She is the princess who, at the very beginning, is captured by Darth Vader, and she sends a message out using R2-D2, and she asks someone for help.
So what were the answers? It's not going to be Darth Vader.
Okay, so I've ruled out Darth Vader and I've ruled out R2-D2.
Yeah.
So it's Han Solo or Obi-Wan Kenobi. Here's a hint. It's not Han Solo.
I think I was going to say Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes!
I got on right, yeah.
So,
wow.
So far, we struggled on last episode's one. So far, I feel like we're breezing this. Question. Well, yep. I'm breezing this. Question 4. What colour milk does Luke famously drink in the first movie?
How are you gonna know? How do you know this?
I don't need to see the options, bro.
What colour milk Is he drinking?
It's famous. It's a famous thing. You go to Disneyland now and you go to Galaxy's Edge, they will serve you this milk.
What are the answers?
Blue, orange, red, or yellow?
Not even white. Right. Okay. Blue, orange, yellow, red, or yellow? Blue.
Go on. Yes, it's blue. Blue milk.
Yes. Yeah. That was good.
Nice one. You got one. Question 5. How much did Obi-Wan agree to pay Han to fly to Alderaan? Now, it's I don't remember this, so we're going to start struggling now.
Right.
Options are 2,000 credits now, plus 15,000 credits to follow. 5,000 credits now, with 10,000 to follow. 7,000 now, with 10,000 to follow. Or 10,000 now, with 7,000 to follow.
What are the credits worth? Like, is 5,000 a lot, or is it not a lot?
I mean, I don't know, but I would imagine that 5,000 is a lot. I would say that 2,000 is probably too low.
I think I'm going to go for C.
Yeah, I was thinking that, bro. 7,000 now, 10,000 later. Let's go for C. Question 6. What is the last name of Luke's Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru?
What?
Isley, Lars, Volstagg, or Sullivan? Luckily, I know this one, bro.
Okay. I'm just going to go for D. Sullivan.
D? No. I'm pretty sure it's Lars, but...
Lars. I'll go for what you
I'm pretty sure it's Lars. Owen Lars. Sounds about right. Question 7. Who orders the destruction of Alderaan? Darth Vader, the Emperor, Moradin Bast, Moradmin Bast, or Grand Moff Tarkin?
Do you know this?
This is a tricky one, right? Because the Emperor is obviously at the top. He's the chief bad guy. You've then got Darth Vader under him. You've then got Grand Moff Tarkin under him. So it's like... could be any of those three, really. It's probably... I think it's probably the Emperor or Darth Vader. Yeah, let's go Darth Vader. I think you're right there.
It's the only one I know, so...
Here's a question for you. Roughly, how old is Chewbacca in the first movie?
I know him, actually. I forgot about him. How
Halfway
old
there,
is he?
then.
What?
150 years.
Oh my
200 years. 250 years. 300 years.
I was thinking like 40.
40.
So what was the first one? 150?
150, 200, 250, 300. And I don't know. I got no clue. So this is on you.
What would you guess? I'm thinking of
I would guess
200 or 300. I'm not sure about 300. I think that sounds quite old.
Yeah, I would probably guess at 150 or 200, but I don't know. So I genuinely don't know.
I think we should give a go for 150 or 200.
What are you saying then?
Seems quite old, but like, well, how old's everyone else? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, so Chewbacca turns up in the prequels. He's in like episode 2, I think. And there are a lot of older looking, Wookiees around him.
What do you mean by older looking?
Well, they've got like grey hair. He's got like brown hair.
I'm gonna say
to be fair, I mean, I'm like 28 and I've got grey hair, so it ain't shit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say 150. I got a feeling it's 200 at the same time though.
Let's go 150. I have a good feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, question 9. When A New Hope was being cast, it was part of a joint casting session with which other movie? I do not know at all. Options are Carrie, Marathon Man, Assault on Precinct 13, or Saturday Night Fever.
I don't know.
I don't know. Saturday Night Fever was John Travolta. The dancing movie, that doesn't sound likely. Carrie is a horror film with Sissy Spacek in it, however you pronounce her surname. Assault on Precinct 13 is... I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say it's between Marathon Man and Precinct 13. Marathon Man is the only one there that I don't know what it is, so I'm kind of inclined to go for that.
Yeah, I'm thinking Marathon Man. I've never heard of it. But...
Yep. Marathon Man. Question 10. On which moon does Leia award Luke and Han with their medals at the end of A New Hope? Oh my god. So, options are, right, Yavin, and they're all the set. It's all Yavin, but it's Yavin 4, Yavin 5, Yavin 6, or Yavin 7.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm assuming you know this.
No, why would... I don't know this.
Well, do you watch Star Wars? I don't. I know there's some people at home absolutely going nuts. Like, how don't you know this? How?
There's people raging. There's people raging so hard, yeah.
Especially at me.
We're losing listeners, like, as we go. I'll be honest, something's pulling me towards Yavin 4.
I'm thinking 4. Go for 4.
I don't know why, but I've got this theory, which is that... watch me get this wrong now, but I've got this theory, which is that you should always go with your gut, with your immediate thought, because there's a good chance that you subconsciously are remembering something, and that feeling in your gut is your body telling you that you know it, kind of thing.
I always go for the opposite of what my gut feels.
Really? And how's that work out for you?
It's never right, but it's never wrong. If I go with my gut, it's wrong. And if I go the opposite, it's wrong. I don't know.
Question 11. The Empire Strikes Back takes place how many years after A New Hope? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Do you know?
No, I hate it when questions are, when the options are so close. What do you say?
I'm thinking 3. However, I'm not sure.
Yep. Let's go 3.
I don't think we're gonna get 100% like the title says.
Well, all we need to do is get over 60% to pass. So. Question 12. True or false? The Empire Strikes Back was the highest grossing movie of 1980.
The Empire... It sounds like it would be quite a hit, so...
It does, yeah. I'm just trying to think now. What else came out in 1980? Probably... Did one of the Back to Futures came out in 1980 or something? Mad Max... One of them came out in like 1981. I don't know. What do you think? It's 50-50, so.
You say Back to the Future? Come on.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm just trying to think of like big 80s movies, but the problem is I can't remember the years that they came out, so I don't really know, to be honest.
Star Wars is pretty popular, but like.
It is, but this, you think about it, this was only the second Star Wars movie ever at this time.
Oh. I think I'm going to say false.
Let's go false then. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if something kind of pipped it. Question 13. Who instructs Luke to go to the Dagobah system? Chewbacca, Leia, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Yoda? Dagobah. Is that where Luke meets Yoda? Dagobah. I've got a feeling that's where Luke meets Yoda. So let's cut Yoda out. Cut Chewbacca out, because Chewbacca's not going to tell him shit, is he? How is Leia going to know about Yoda? I think we should gamble Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's probably very wrong.
I guess so. I think it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I forgot Yoda was even in that. I'm thinking of baby Yoda.
You forgot Yoda was even in Star Wars?
Well, I'm just thinking of stupid baby Yoda.
Dave, man, don't talk shit about baby Yoda. I love that character.
Of course you do.
The funny thing is I'm not... I like Star Wars, but I'm not a mega fan. I'm not like...
you know a lot more than me.
Our friend, Harry Bright, who is like Mr. Star Wars, isn't he?
Mr. Star Wars. Maybe you should come on a podcast and you could do it to him.
Yeah.
He'd smash it.
Question 14. Which of these bounty hunters was not featured in The Empire Strikes Back? Dengar, IG-88, Cad Bane, or Zuckuss? Or Zuckuss? I think I know it. It's Cad Bane. He's a relatively new character. These are all older characters. I'm going Cad Bane. Question 15. On what planet is Cloud City? Bespin, Camino, Geonosis, or Dantooine? Again, I think I can cancel some out to get the answer. So Camino is where all the clones are made. That's not the answer. Geonosis is where the ending of the second of Attack of the Clone takes place. It's not that one. Don't know Dantooine. I think Bespin. Yeah, I think Bespin is the right one. Question 16. Luke loses which hand thanks to Darth Vader, left or right?
I should know this because I'm assuming you know this.
Well, I would guess that he gets his hand with his lightsaber taken off, so I would guess that he's right-handed.
Right-handed, yeah. Yeah, I'd say right-handed then.
Let's go right hand. Question 17. After battling Vader in The Empire Strikes Back, who does Luke reach out to telepathically? Chewbacca, Han, C-3PO, or Leia?
Well, it's not going to be Chewbacca. It's not. I doubt it's going to be C-3PO.
C-3PO is like a machine, so he's not seeing shit.
I know him, yeah. I used to play the Star Wars game, so I know the main people to an extent.
Okay.
The old main people.
Well, here's the way that I think I know this. I'm pretty sure Leia is the only other person in that whole list who is kind of Force sensitive. So I'm pretty damn sure it's Leia.
Yeah, let's go for that
then. Question 18. Who directed The Empire Strikes Back? Gary Kurtz, George Lucas, Lawrence Kasdan, or Irvin Kershner? I genuinely do not know, but I do know that George Lucas is like the big man. So
George Lucas, I mean, possibly.
He created it all. He probably didn't direct the first one, but like as the other films got bigger, he probably did direct those. Dunno. Let's go George Lucas. Question 19. Towards the end of The Empire Strikes Back, who reactivates the Millennium Falcon's hyperdrive? Chewbacca, Lando, Leia, R2-D2. Well, it's not Leia and it's not R2-D2, I don't think. It's either Chewbacca or Lando, because they end up piloting it together, but I don't know if that's the right film. Dunno, but I think we should go Lando, because that hasn't been an option so far.
I guess.
Yeah, totally running out of ideas here. Who originally voiced Boba Fett? Jeremy Bulloch, Julian Glover, Jason Wingreen, or John Hollis?
I've heard of... Is it Boba Fett?
Yeah, Boba Fett.
Okay, so I've heard of him, but I have no idea who would have voiced him.
For some reason, my mind is telling me that Jeremy Bulloch was the guy who originally portrayed him. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I'm leaning towards. Yeah. Question 21. True or false? Return of the Jedi was released 6 years to the day since A New Hope. I don't know at all.
Yes.
Yeah, go on then. This is on you. 50-50.
Of course. 6 years to the day. I don't know. It seems like it's quite old. I don't know. I'm just gonna say false.
False.
I'll go
it
with
is.
my gut.
Go with your gut. 22. When Leia pretends to be a bounty hunter, who is she looking to collect the bounty on? Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Lando Calrissian. I know this one. It's Chewbacca.
Because
because she walks into Big Slug Man's house, and she pulls out the grenade, and she's like, I'm going to blow this place up if you don't do this deal. And she's like, I've got Chewbacca here, he was mates with Han Solo, so
That's the
Chewbacca.
last person I think it would be.
What is the name of the Rancor handler seen in The Return of the Jedi? Now, this is a question for Harry Bright. He absolutely loves this character and is always showing me the little, the videos of the Rancor handler like crying after the Rancor gets crushed by the thing. He's like, it's so funny, man.
Do you think he'd know?
I wish he was here right now. Options are Amanaman, Whipped, Malakili, or Yuzkum. I don't know at all. I think we should choose one at random.
He'd be crying now, wouldn't he?
He'd be crying. He's screaming now, going...
Yeah, he'd be absolutely screaming the answer.
It's Malakili! We're going with Malakili.
Yeah, let's go. All right.
Question 24. Warwick Davis played which Ewok? Chief Chirper, Nippet, Logray, or Wicket?
No idea.
I know it.
You know it.
I know it because it basically launched his whole career. He played Wicket, the Ewok. Question 26. Which Force ghost does not appear at the end of Return of the Jedi? Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn, or Yoda? I know it 100% because he's my favourite goddamn Jedi, and he's not a Force ghost at the end. It's Qui-Gon Jinn. 26. Which X-Wing pilot helps to blow up the second Death Star? Biggs Darklighter, Garvin Drays, Taichu Shelchu, or Wedge Antilles? The only character I've heard of there is Wedge Antilles.
That must mean we have to go for him.
Yeah, we've got to go for that. I don't know the other ones. Question 27. I apologise at the moment as well, listeners. This is the longest quiz we've ever
How many
done.
questions are there? Because I feel like we're
I
not
don't
getting
know.
60%.
I can't see how many there are. We just have to keep going. But we're almost at the end, I think. Question 27. What causes Luke to attack Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi? Vader promises to kill Han Solo. Vader taunts Luke over Obi-Wan's death. Vader mocks Luke's severed hand. Or Vader threatens to turn Leia to the dark side. Taunting... I mean, Vader... Does Vader know that Leia exists at this point? It's probably going to be Vader taunting him over Obi-Wan's death. Yeah. Surely. George Lucas co-wrote Return of the Jedi with... now, there's a lot of names here. Howard Kazagian, Lawrence Kasdan, Marcia Lucas, Richard Marquand.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. Choose one you like the sound of.
Say him again?
I'm not going to say him again. I'll just say A, B, C, or D.
I think C. I'm thinking C. I always pick C.
Marcia Lucas. Actually, you know what? I think you're right there because I think that might be his wife at the time, George Lucas's wife, and I've got a feeling she did help write it. So I think you're onto something.
Maybe.
Question 29. Which of the original trilogy brought in the most money at the global box office? I would probably say... Yeah, I would probably say that it's the last one because it's the conclusion to a trilogy. So, Return of the Jedi is probably my guess.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that as well. So,
oh, fills me with hope.
There's 30 questions. This is a lot.
Question 30. Let's hope to God this is the last question.
So it's not 50.
What was the last movie George Lucas directed before 1977 Star Wars A New Hope, American Graffiti, More American Graffiti, THX 1138, or Kagemusha. The only one I've heard of there is American Graffiti.
That's standing out to me for some reason, so I'm going to say
because I know that Harrison Ford was in that, and he liked Harrison Ford from that, so that he used him in Star Wars. I think that's the right answer. Ho ho, bro! Okay, so we have come to the end of a quiz, and guess what the hell score we got?
I'm going to guess 74%.
Hell no, we did worse than that, but we still got 60%.
What did we get? 60?
60, bang on 60.
Oh my god.
That's a pass.
That was not me.
That is a pass. 60%, everyone knows that's the pass rate. I am taking that.
We passed.
Now,
you passed.
What I would usually do now is I would go through all of the ones and say what we got right and what we got wrong. However, that was a 30-question quiz.
What's your usual amount?
Well, we usually get around 60, just over, but in the last one, we got about 55, so we failed the last Star Wars one.
I meant how many questions?
Oh, like 15.
Oh, not 30, not double. Well,
yeah, that was a huge quiz.
How many out of 30 did we get? I don't want to do the maths.
Okay. I'll tell you how many we got wrong. I'll tell you how many got wrong.
That'll help.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10, 11, 12. 12 wrong.
12. That's not bad.
And just scrolling through there, I can see there's a lot where I was like, it's this one, that's the right answer, and those are the ones we got wrong. So it's probably a good job that we don't go through those.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, we've come to the end of the quiz, and we have also come to the end of another episode of DudeWutPodcast. Sorry for kind of blasting through this one, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed it all the same. Hopefully you've enjoyed being on, bro. It's been great to chat to you again.
I'll try my best with the quiz, but yes, it's been fun.
You did a good job, man. Some of the ones where you said, honestly, we got it. So, you know.
It's not off me actually knowing. It's a guess, but, well.
Well, why don't you actually, like, watch through the films?
Well, maybe. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really a film person. But if you let me know any sort of quiz that you think I might have actually a clue on, then I'll be happy to join and do it with you.
That is a shout. So we only did Star Wars because we're in the middle of this trilogy thing at the minute. But yeah, if send an email, dudewutpodcast@gmail.com. Recommend us a quiz that's something you think that Mr. 730 would be able to. Well, would just know a bit more about.
I'm trying to think.
That would be cool.
I'm trying to think of like an example, but like I can't.
Well, think about it, and the next time you're on, we'll do like maybe like a So You Think You Know music. Like, present day,
maybe
pop or something, you know.
Maybe.
All right, let's just go through this end stuff. So you'll know where you can get in touch with us. DudeWutPodcast@gmail.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram @DudeWutPodcast. You can hit us up on there. Send us messages. Get in touch. We love interacting with people. We've had some great interactions recently. Podcast called The Murderer You Know. Been chatting with them. Lovely people. Really recommend listening to their podcast. It's cool stuff. It's all about people who have had brush-ins and meetings with people that have gone on to be murderers and stuff. So it really is fascinating and creepy and scary. So that's a good one I'd check out. What you could do to help is leave us a 5-star review. As you know, we read out a few of the reviews last week. We got some good reviews. And what you can do that would really help is you can go to buymeacoffee.com/DudeWutPodcast, or go on our link tree, scroll down, hit the Buy Me a Coffee, and you can basically just donate some pennies to go to the overall running of this podcast. And if you want to be a super fan, you can basically sign up to be a producer of the show. It'll cost you £2 a month, But for that £2, you basically get a hard line to us. You can recommend stuff. You'll be featured. You'll be given a shout out every single week. So the option is there if you want to be a super fan producer. Dude, I'm going to spend the evening editing this episode now, and it's already like 10:30. So, yeah, I think we leave it there. But as I said, again, man, it's been fantastic having you on. I love chatting to you. Is there anything you want to say or you want to sort of promote at the minute?
Well, the only thing I can promote is my music, if anyone wants to check it out. It's been mentioned quite a few times, my artist name in this episode, so if anyone didn't hear it, 730, 7THRTY. Instagram, for obviously if you want to get in touch. Obviously Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, whatever sort of streaming service, I'm probably on it, so yeah. I guess that's all, yeah, but it's always a good time coming on the episode because it's something to do for the night, so, and it's more or less productive, so yeah, it's been good.
More or less. All right, everyone, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you same time next week. Take it easy, everyone.
Peace
Bye-bye.
out.